don't know. Wow. This was pretty scary, I gotta say. Wearing shoes in the house. You know what that is? That is also weird. Do people do that? Oh, sorry, that was me, man. My bad. I dropped my spoon that I just had
Derek?
on me. I dropped my spoon I had on me real quick.
Derek,
My
that
bad.
you?
No, it's Eric, obviously. Or maybe it's Aaron. Maybe. Or maybe it's Bert.
Nala.
Or maybe it's Kurt.
Nala. Come on, we're going. Nala, we're leaving. Let's go.
Oh my god. He dropped his phone over that, really? My man really dropped his phone over that?
To
The
his
door
surprise,
closed.
Hoopla finds Nala hiding inside the room, terrified of something. He then hears a noise in the kitchen
You know,
and
story
begins to
time,
panic,
real quickly.
perhaps thinking that someone, other than his
Story
friend
time.
Derek, broke into his house.
I've seen
He
some
quickly
scary
walks over
stuff
to Nala
happen.
with a sense of urgency,
Must
asking her
have
to
been
get
the
up and leave
wind.
with him.
God
But
damn.
then, all of a sudden, the bedroom door closes on its own.
I've seen some
It was at
scary
this
shit.
point that he realized that it wasn't someone
And
who was inside his house.
Half of the
but
time, I'm
rather
just like, oh,
something.
okay.
Ever since
I remember,
that night,
like, when I
Hoopla and his
was
dog had
taking
been
a
staying at his
shower. This was a
parents'.
while back.
Hoopla is certain that whatever occurred that night
This
had
was
to be
like
something
a while
paranormal.
back.
But as always, what do you think? Could
Hold
this
on.
be the case? Was something haunting poor Nala and her owner Hoopla?
Hold on, son. You're talking over me real quick. Let me tell my story about some scary stuff real quickly. I mean, scary in the sense that it seemed supernatural. I don't know if it was. Maybe I was just, like, really fucking tired or something, but I don't know. Anyways, let me tell my story. Fuck this guy. Good narrator, though, I guess. I don't hate you personally. I'm just saying, let me tell my story. I do remember when I was taking a shower once, I was, like, chilling. And, like, I always lock the door, obviously. Always. There's never a time where it's never locked. And this is when a lot of people were home and awake. And I was sitting there, chilling, washing my hair, washing my back. All the stuff, doing what I do. And then I fucking, shower scary. That is pretty scary. I agree, Skillet. But saw like something, like some sort of shadow of a hand on like the fucking lower, where was it, lower left of like the shower screen. And it was there for a good while, and when I looked at it, it went away. And then I said, okay, whatever, and I just continued taking a shower. Like, I just ignored it. I was like, oh, okay, that's a shadow of a fucking hand. That's pretty cool. And then I just continued showering. And then it was like, it was pretty cool. It scared me for a while, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna shower. Like, I don't got time to worry about this. I don't have time to worry about that. Fuck that. Also, another time when it was, I forget when this was. It's probably like, I think 2016, 2017, something like that. It was like, fucking, I don't know when. But I remember, okay, the way I have things set up, right? Fucking the way I had things set up, like I can see a lot of like the room that I'm in, the basement that I'm in, because there's people live in my house. There's a lot of people, my nephews and shit and all that. So I got a big basement. I got like curtains set up because there's no walls. And I remember, I had the curtains that were set up. They're set up in a certain way you can see some of like the other part of the basement, not all of it. And there's this white blanket that's set up. This like white blanket or whatever that you can see through. Look, times are tough, Bread Wolf. All right. You know, and there's a lot of people in this house. But anyways, and this was a while ago, like a long time ago. I remember I was chilling. I'm chilling. It was like fucking, what was it, like 3, 4 a.m. And I'm sitting there. You can see through this white blanket, and you can like see everything on the other side of it. And it was like 4 or 3 a.m. And I'm sitting there watching stuff, and I'm like, oh god, like, I'm getting kind of tired. And then I look over and I see like a shadow of something, and I'm like, oh, is somebody downstairs? Like, that's weird. And they're just walking around over there. And it happens for like a good while, and it takes me a minute to like see the bottom part of like the blanket where you can actually see people. You can see people like walking, and it took me a while to notice that I couldn't see any legs or any feet, but I could see the shadow just walking around, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fucking scary. What the fuck? Yeah, so anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm fucking tired. I'm seeing shit. So I just closed my laptop, stopped what I was doing, and I went to bed. I couldn't be bothered. If it was a ghost, I just said, "Ah, fuck it." Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. To hell with that. Fuck it. Oh yeah, wait, one more thing. This happened even further back than that. This happened even further back. This was when I had everything kind of cut off a little more because there wasn't enough room down here. So this happened before that story. Once again, the sheet's up because, there was a lot of stuff down here. I didn't have too much room. We moved all that stuff eventually, though, so that's good. But I was sitting there, I was sick during the winter. Like, sick. And it was, like, really hot down here and whatever. And I was just trying to sleep. Or cold, actually. It wasn't hot. It was cold as fuck because it was winter. And I remember I was trying to sleep. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, it was like 9 or like 10. That's how fucking sick I was. I just wanted to go to sleep. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna get some sleep. And I had a lot more sheets up as walls than before. It's kind of like a square box, but... And on the right side of where everything that I had was like a bunch of stuff. A bunch of junk, a bunch of bullshit. And that was like... And I usually never went over there because there was so much bullshit and so much stuff over there. And that's where, on the right side of where all these sheet walls were, I was like sitting there and I saw like the sheets moving, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are they moving? Who's down here? And I was too fucking sick to even get up and do anything, so I was just like, oh, fuck it. I'm gonna keep laying down. And then I look over and I see like the sheets just open as if somebody was looking through, and I'm like, is that one of my sisters? Why the fuck are they down here? Like, it's like, what, were they washing something? Like, what were they doing? And I look over, and when I barely look over, the sheets close back up. Like, that person just kind of, blah. And there wasn't anybody there. And I was like, what the fuck? And I sat there for a while, laying down, waiting for like somebody to go walking up the stairs, and I'm like, okay, that was probably just somebody like checking up on me because I'm sick or whatever. And I sat there for a while, and nobody went up the stairs. And I'm like, huh, who the fuck is down here then? Is somebody like, what the hell are they doing? And nobody ever went up the stairs, and I never found out why those sheets opened up like that. So then I just went back to bed because I was sick. And I said, yeah, fuck it. That's whatever. But yeah, it spooked me out for a bit, and then I said, you know what, I'd rather just sleep. I'd rather just say, fuck it, like, those sheets opened up like as if there was a ghost there. I'm just gonna fucking sleep. I don't have time to deal with that. I don't care right now. I'm sick. It's cold. It's winter. I'd rather sleep. But yeah, those are my stories. I don't know if I'll upload this VOD, but I'll upload those stories, because those are pretty good. Anyways, back to this video.
Or might there be a logical explanation for this? As with
Oh,
all
who's
videos,
there?
you be the
Nobody?
judge.
Alright, sleep time. Yeah, that's
What
me.
exactly had occurred that night?
That's me. Holy shit, something scary. Yeah,
The
anyways, time
following
to
video
sleep.
comes from Reddit user Baked Potato, who states that one of his
Baked
friends had
Potato.
caught something really creepy on camera. The video itself is pretty old, as it wasn't until years later that the friend had found the footage on their old cell phone.
Oh, that is
It was after
old.
watching
Holy
the
hell.
video that they noticed something very strange was captured. This video was taken during a tour of the infamous Limp Mansion, which is located in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, I have sisters.
Now, if there's one thing you should know about this
Morty
place,
Fish
it's that the mansion is said to be
Yes.
haunted. It's believed that the Limp family, who once lived here and all died a tragic death, still reside within the mansion.
Oh no.
Their ghost is thought to be responsible for the strange occurrences that many guests encounter.
Yo, pick that up. Don't drop that.
Although
you
it's been turned
fuck.
into a boarding